is just a plain old parking lot in the middle of Mason City, Iowa. It's not just a parking lot anywhere, though. It's a parking lot at the Mason City Municipal Airport. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here and why I drove 3 hours away from my family reunion in Lamont, Iowa to be here. And the big reason is because I'm a big rock and roll fan, and this just so happens to be the place where Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper took off from on the morning of February 3rd, 1959, a little bit after midnight, and this is where they departed from when they crashed. Nothing really special, nothing inside to commemorate it. I guess this is something they probably would rather not be remembered for. But while I was inside speaking to somebody, I actually found out some interesting stuff, and hold on, I'll get that person for you right now. This is the inside of the place. Really kind of neat, huh? Kind of cool. This is where he took off out of. Basically, all right, this is going to my family in New York, so naturally it's just basically you can talk to the camera or talk to me like you would to family. Just say who you are.
Okay, my name is Sherry King,
Yeah.
and like I told you before, I'm part of the Holly Salad.
Okay.
One of 8 girls. We have a ball.
Okay.
So we go every year to the Buddy Holly tribute at Surf Ballroom.
Okay.
Which is the last place Buddy Holly played before the crash. So you're now at the Mason City Airport,
Right.
which is where the plane took off and crashed about 5 miles north of the airport.
Okay.
And we have a lot of people come in and ask about it, so...
The Surf City Ballroom is kind of special because, well, somebody special was there, right?
Right.
Who was there?
Well, Buddy Holly and Big Bopper.
Okay.
And,
Ritchie Valens.
Ritchie Valens, yeah. I should remember I was there that night.
That's what I was getting at. You see, well, basically describe it. I mean, like...
Okay. Well, the concert, which back then they didn't call them concerts, just a rock and roll show.
Okay.
And they played, and it really was, I mean, it was a good band and good entertainment, but it really wasn't anything real out of the ordinary because they had these dances every week.
I see.
And also I might mention too, in the movie, they had everybody sitting down in seats. That's not the way it was.
I wondered about that. Did he have like orchestra players too? Because he did True Love Ways in the film and they had the strings and the whole deal. I don't know. Did he do that?
Yeah. The way I remember, see, and this may not be so, but the way I remember it was just a band, backup band.
Okay.
And we danced all night. And then the crash happened after the show, of course. So the next morning, when we got to school, is when we found out about the accident.
Okay.
And it was like, this whole school was like quiet. You know, everybody was, did you hear about it? You know, it was real quiet. Everybody was kind of in shock.
What night was the dance? Was it like...
If I remember right, it was a Tuesday night. But I've never really looked it up to see, and I think it was on a Tuesday night.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You've got to order. Okay.
No, I can put it on pause. That's no problem.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Now that you're back, it's like a commercial break, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember who went out first?
No, I don't.
Okay. It was basically just, you know, just one jumble of a memory, you know.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything in particular about Buddy Holly's set?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
At that time, you know, I was just a 14-year-old there to dance.
To dance. Okay. This isn't hard copy. We're not going to be pressing you for any crazy facts.
Right.
What about, let's see, Ritchie Valens? Anything in particular there, or Big Bopper?
No, you know, it was, we had bands always, I mean, we had entertainment like that every week, and so, at the time, at the moment, it was, you know, another good band to listen to.
Okay.
So.
Had you heard their stuff on the radio before?
Oh, yes. In fact, I think around here, actually, probably Big Bopper was probably more well known than Buddy Holly, actually.
Okay.
With our age group.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
And any other notables come through? I guess, you know, like if you had these shows week to week, you know, there must have been others that came through over the years and stuff that you saw. Or...
Oh, I'm sure there was. You know, that one stands out the most.
Oh, sure.
Because of the death, you know.
Oh.
Otherwise, I remember when Jerry Lee Lewis was here. And,
really?
And Danny and the Juniors. And then a lot of times they'd come back. You know, they'd be here.
Oh, sure.
Like a circuit, and then it would repeat. So, yeah. Otherwise, I really don't remember. Well, there's also local bands mixed in with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you said that, like, the Surf Ballroom, every year, since then or I guess every few years, I'm not sure how that works, they had like sort of like a reunion show, or kind of like a commemorative.
For the last few years, they have a Buddy Holly tribute.
Okay.
Every weekend in February, first weekend in February.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of good entertainment. Bobby B narrates a lot, or MCs a lot.
Okay.
He's a very good at that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the Crickets come back quite a lot, and they started having a summer one too.
Oh, really?
But it's not as big as the winter one. I think it's the idea that people fight the elements to get here.
Yeah.
So it makes that winter one really special.
I see. Okay.
And so it's kind of gotten to be a thing where some people take vacations just to do that weekend.
Now, before, when we were talking back at the luncheon counter, before I turned on this camera and made everybody uncomfortable, right? You told me that you had lived in a couple other states and you had some personalized license plates. So you might as well tell me that too.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to remember this one.
Okay. When I lived in Missouri, I had B. Holly.
Okay.
On my license plate. And I remember after I moved from Missouri up to Rochester, Minnesota, still had the B. Holly license plate.
Right.
A guy came up next to me and went, so he must have been a Buddy Holly fan too. And then when my plates ran out, then I got Oh Boy on my license.
Okay.
Which I still carry in the back window of my car.
Now, the reason why you got Oh Boy was because when you moved up to Minnesota, somebody else had B. Holly, right? Was that how it worked?
Yeah,
so,
I couldn't get B. Holly because somebody else already had it.
Okay, all right.
Now when I moved to Iowa, I tried for Oh Boy again, and somebody's got that. So right now I don't have personal plates.
You don't have personal plates?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, we could put our heads together and come up with some suggestions later. You know,
I'm sure I can come up with
there's got to be something. I mean, you wrote over 100 songs. But let's see. The boyfriend you were going out with at the time?
Mom had Ray Vaughn.
Ray Vaughn, okay. He's not in Iowa now, is he?
No, Minnesota.
See, now you can probably get Ray Vaughn.
Yeah, might. I'll try it.
Matching plates. I mean, that's an idea. Geez, what else? You were telling me when the Crickets were here the last time, you brought your license plate. I'm telling your story for you. I can't believe.
Oh yeah, they autographed it for me.
That's all.
So,
and I heard you're pretty good friends with them.
Oh yeah, we've gotten to be really good friends. They're a really great bunch of guys.
Really?
So if you ever get a chance to see that video, times they have it on Arts and Entertainment Channel, I believe.
Really?
And
we get it back home.
The Crickets.
Oh, that's great. I understand they also have they call it a Bud Fest down in Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, really?
Lubbock, yeah. And I've been dying to get there, actually. It's just that I don't have any relatives in Texas.
Yeah.
See, it's kind of easier when you got relatives up in Iowa because you come up to see them, and then it's like, well, okay. This is something that has been on my list of things to do for quite a while. And I will go down, I'll take a look at the Surf Ballroom, and I'll probably, although it's against my better judgment, drive around like 5 miles northwest.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, and you don't have to say it.
Wait on somebody.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Right back.
Okay. Well, anyway, that probably basically wraps it up. Just wanted to know about what it was like to be there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I guess the connection that this airport has with rock and roll history, you know.
Yeah. Well, it seems like now when we go back to the surf once a year, it sort of gives us all time to be a teenager for a weekend.
Sure.
You know, and sort of relive what, I mean, most people that go weren't there. You know?
Right.
So, and I suppose most people that were there don't go. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
You're one of the few that do.
Yeah, so it kind of gives us all a chance, the people that were never there even, kind of relive what they think maybe it was like.
Okay.
And they're all Buddy Holly fans. Never in the history of any of these dances has one fight ever broke out.
Okay.
And there's like 3,000 people that attend this.
Oh, really?
So that's a pretty good record.
No, that's really good, actually.
Yeah.
You can't get 3,000 people in the room without a wallet missing in New York. It's the way it goes.
Yeah. Right.
Now, if I'm gonna drive down this way, whatever that Route 18 into Clear Lake. That's only a few miles away.
Right. You go to you want to go see the surf, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Drive down Highway 18 to the corner on the right-hand side. It's a stoplight. I couldn't tell you, maybe 2 or 3 lights down. It's a bar called The Other Place.
Okay.
Turn to your left.
Okay.
And you'll be on Buddy Holly Boulevard.
Oh, really? They named it after?
Well, sure
isn't that something?
Yes, it is. And then you'll see the surf on your left, on your right hand.
Okay. Well, that sounds great.
You'll be coming up the back of the surf, but go around the corner and you'll be.
And if I just wanted to drive by this field, I guess I know.
I have no idea where that's at.
No idea?
I do, by flight.
By flight?
Oh.
But you've flown by there. I'm just videotaping this for my family back home up from New York. And do you mind if I turn the camera on you, or?
I don't care.
You don't care? No. You know, your name is?
Jenny.
Jenny. And so you know where this field is, where the
It's on the Fertile Road, like 9 miles.
Fertile Road.
Fertile Road. You go out on the main highway.
Okay.
Past Clear Lake. You go up Fertile Road. And then you kind of do some other back road things. You go on some dirt roads. And you go on middle of the field. And there's a guitar there.
Oh, get out, really?
Yeah, someone put like a guitar there.
Because what I understood was that the fellow that owns that field doesn't want a bunch of tourists coming out and trampling over his crops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get anybody ticked off. I mean, I'm, a long, long way from home, But at the same token, it's like, you
How long are you going to be here?
Well, actually, I'm in Lamont over the weekend. My dad's family it's by Strawberry Point and Volga City. Nope, don't know.
Salt Lake City.
Oh,
I
gee.
don't know anything.
Okay, well, it's about 2 or 3 hours away, and I just figured if I'm going to be out there for this long, then I might as well, like go and see what it is. But okay, so basically, it's called Fertile Road.
Well, it's so Fertile. It's called the Fertile Blacktop.
Fertile Blacktop.
And it goes into Fertile. Just a town of like 200 people.
Huh. If I asked around, would anybody probably know where that is, or?
Where Fertile is? Or where the field is?
Where's the field is?
It's not like a big deal around here, because it's just
A field, yeah.
a field.
Yeah.
I know some pilots that would fly you. I don't know if I can get a hold of them or if they'd be able to do it. So.
Well, that's okay. I'm scared to death of flying, so. Yeah.
And you'd be in one of these little tube thingers,
Oh, wonderful,
You'd be like 10 feet above the ground.
Yeah, just getting that same, Clear Lake kind of sensation that they had about 35 years ago. No, I think I'll skip that one, but I do appreciate you letting me know where it is. Maybe I'll try and find it on my own.
Yeah, I could drive you there. I could drive you about where it is, because I did it over the weekend that everyone was out here.
Oh, really?
And I wanted to see where it was.
Could you do it now, or are you working?
Actually, I can do it now.
Great. Yes, let's do it.
Okay, I've got some food, but I can have that to go. Yeah, I'll take you.
Sounds great.
Where it is.
Thanks again.
Uh-huh.
And Sherry,
Yeah.
thanks again for everything.
Oh, that's supposed to look fine. That's okay.
Don't worry, I'll get an address where you can send that article.
Your address, and I will.
Alrighty. So wave goodbye to the people in New York.
Bye, New York. Bye, New York.
Now here we have the Surf Ballroom. This is where Buddy Holly played his last gig. Him, the Big Bopper, and Ritchie Valens. Let's take a walk across the street, huh? It's kind of neat. It's a North Shore Drive in Clear Lake. Ooh, there we go. Let's see, who was this? It closed only like around February. Huh. I don't know even if you can get in. Pretty interesting stuff in here. You see they take Visa and MasterCard, just for your own curiosity. Yep, right in there. Oh, Jesus. No cover? There's the amp, PB amp there. I guess this is where it all happened. Safe to say, right? Mm-hmm. See if we can get a close-up of those things. Well, there we go. Gee, I can't read it, but Jerry Allison, I know he's one of the crickets. It's pretty cool. Yeah, imagine there's going to be a lot of Holly memorabilia in here. And there we go, that's the stage. Well, you can barely see it, I imagine. Wait till you see this, it's going to blow your mind. Right on the side of this Surf Ballroom is a street sign commemorating the street. There we are. Buddy Holly Place. Let's go back to the surf. Oh, wait, let me get a picture. I didn't realize this thing was on pause, so I might have missed some of it. So let's recap a little, shall we? You got Jerry Allison, who's one of the crickets. Obviously a lot of Holly memorabilia here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, and then the stage area. And that's where it all took place, folks. I think. And just a little bit, a real quick one here. There we go. Okay.
Down that way.
Down that way about a half a mile, huh? So it was basically this fence right here, and they say that the plane wreck just like went coming left to right against the fence.
Yep.
That's about a half a mile. Let's see.
You're about 9 miles from the airport right now.
Okay. So when they say 5 miles northwest, I guess they mean, is as the crow flies? Huh. Interesting.
You know what?
What?
Let's try it. Because there's a grass trail.
We might as well.
We might as well. I'm not wearing the shoes for it, but heck.
Okay, sure, I'm up for it, as long as we don't get in trouble.
Now if we get in trouble, we'll say it's
Hey, we're fans, come on.
fine. You're the fan, we're just stupid idiots. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get on to the grass trail.
I'm working to it.
Well, I
make
I didn't know these guys were that high. That's the corn. Or field corn.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's soybean.
I guess soy is a big crop up this way?
Corn's more, but they're about ready.
Huh.
I got a pig and cattle.
I heard the fellow that owns this farm doesn't want, a bunch of people running in here and stuff like that. So that's why he's never really put up a memorial or anything like that.
You want to go ahead of me?
No, that's quite okay.
I'm not wearing shoes to go hiking.
Alrighty.
kind of, man.
Well, then it's not the rocks bothering me. It's the rocks.
It's a pretty farm.
David, don't go any further.
Why?
We're hitting.
Because for some reason this has all been mashed down before.
Oh, I see.
So,
This side.
Well,
somewhere out in the field.
huh.
David, don't.
No, not climbing over.
Okay. Can't see
It's
anything.
supposed to be, isn't it right where you see the grass on the fence, that little green on the fence there? Isn't it just past that? Like on the hill? It's
Somewhere in this area.
Yeah, but just a little ways ahead.
You want me to take a walk up my own self? I mean, would you recommend it, or?
I wouldn't recommend it because we're actually trespassing right now. Like, he's really going to care because most of them, as long as you stay out of
His crops.
his crops. But he could be really leery of people looking for them.
Alrighty. Well,
Looks like a pretty good.
And he might have taken, see, when I saw it, they hadn't even started. The season hadn't even started, I saw it in March.
okay.
So he could very well have taken the thing out.
Okay, well,